Hey, everybody. Let me set up on all my platforms. Hold on now. If you are tuned in, go ahead, let your girl know that you on here. Da, 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 da. I don't know why it does that, but okay. Toot. Hey, everybody. If you on here, please let me know that you in here. Um, I'll be on. Hold on real quick. What I'm doing is linking up on all my platforms so everybody can. Basically, this is Q&A. So if you have, hey Tony, hey Facebook user, if you had any questions related to credit or anything on the business, personal side, business setup, whatever it is, yeah, I'm gonna be on here so I can answer some of those because I don't want y'all to be lost in the sauce. I don't know how to. Okay, whatever. Let me get on IG and then I'm ready to go. Hey, if you are on here, go ahead. Let me know that you in here. If you're on my personal page, it might not show up. I don't know why, but it don't. So you might have to get to Credit Cleanse actual page if you have a question or anything. Sometimes it do not link up. Doo, doo, doo. Hey girl, hey. All right, so let me start on IG and then I'm ready. I know a lot of y'all have had questions and y'all can't get in touch with your girl because I stay busy. Y'all may not want it to ask my team, but this is gonna be basically like a free consultation, a free laser session. Just ask your questions that you have, and I'll make sure that I can answer as many as I can for the next 30 minutes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh, trying to get. So, of course, since I'm on different platforms, I'll be going back and forth, making sure that I answer y'all questions. Hey, Miss Rhonda. Hey. Oh, hey, Lily. How's everybody doing? All right. So, for those of you that don't know, this is your first time on with your girl. I am your girl, Kyra. I'm the CEO of Credit Cleanse, award-winning credit counseling company out here in these credit streets. Most importantly, I am a mother. On top of that, I am also an author. I'm a nurse. Oh, let me back go. So I am an author, and my book is on Amazon. It's called Stop Paying Their Mortgage and Start Paying Your Own. Of course, if that is too long for you, all you have to do is type in Credit Cleanse. That's credit with a K, cleanse with the K, and that book will pull up. Hey, hey, Tiana. Hey, public figure. Yes. All right. So today, I didn't want to dwell on me. I basically wanted to make sure. Oh, thank you, Nicole. She said that she ordered the book. You will love it. I promise you. I thought I had a copy around here. I might have moved it. Man. So everybody could see what's actually in it. But anyways, um I wanted to make sure I answer any of y'all's questions. Uh Lily, I'm trying to sign back up. Yeah, okay. So if you are trying to sign back up, please, 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 please send a message to 254 313-9900. My team will send you a link so that you can get signed back up. Again, that number is 254-313-9900. Hey, Juan. All right, so I know y'all be having some questions when it comes to credit, whether it's on the personal or the business side. This is for y'all. Make sure, ask away. Y'all got your girl. Don't be in my inbox later because I don't even look at that anymore, honestly. So, any questions for me? Oh, so before we get started, I shared some gems with my level up bosses, but I wanted to share this also with everybody else out here. Okay. So if you are a business owner, guys, if you haven't tried Capital on Tap, that is a business credit card that only reports to the business side. You might want to go and try that. Okay. The thing about it though, before you get big headed and try to go and do it, before I explained a little bit more, you want to make sure that your business credit score is a 76 or higher when it comes to Experian business. Okay. You also want to make sure that your personal, even though they're just going to be doing a soft pull, you want to make sure your personal is at least in the 700s. Okay. And then also, you want to make sure that you have an LLC or corporation and that you have at least 6 months of history with an actual business bank, okay? Not a personal that you're using for business. It has to be an actual business bank account. And some other things that they want to make sure that you have as far as your structure. So if that's something that you need, all y'all have to do is click the link in my bio and get the free business funding checklist, okay? That's going to tell you how your business needs to be structured. This right here is a soft pull. It's not a hard pull. And they're only taking to consideration what you have going on in your business bank account. So if you got all that together, guys, go out there and shoot your shot. Seriously. All right. So I do have a question. Can you give a breakdown of how you actually use a credit card? I think some of us don't fully understand fully how to use one and how to pay back. Can you give examples? Oh, that's a great question. And yes, I do not mind breaking that down. All right, so I am one of those that the easiest way to use your credit card is use it for things that you actually like had to do, not just going out there swiping for any and everything. So basically use it for your to pay your bills, okay? Then when you pay your bills, take the money you already had set aside for those bills and pay that credit card off. Get what I'm saying? Swipe, pay your bill with it, wait 1 or 2 days, then go and make a payment to pay off completely in full because you already had the money set aside for that bill. All right, that's the easiest way. Now, there are 2 dates that you have to make sure that you understand. You have your due date and you have your statement ending date, okay? The due date, that is why you need to know this for the reason of, okay, I know that my bill is due by here to avoid late fees or to avoid interest. So you need to make sure that you pay at least the minimum by that time, okay? Now, when it reports to the actual credit reporting agencies, that's Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, is actually your statement ending date. All right. Example. Let's say that I look at my bill and I'm seeing that the bill is saying from February 22nd to March 21st. That ending date, that 21st, y'all saw what I said, okay? That is the day that they're going to actually report to the credit reporting agencies, not the due date. That's where people mistake. It's not the due date, guys. Normally, your statement ended date is actually like 3 to 5 days after your due date. So that's why when some of y'all pay it off, you're like, oh, I paid it off. Why is this saying that it's maxed out or anything like that? That's because it was 3 to 5 days days later that it actually reported. So you need to make sure you understand the due date and the statement ending date. One thing I forgot to say on here, please make sure you tag another boss, or somebody else that needs this information, or share this somewhere. Let's not keep this information to ourselves. Let's make sure that we getting out here and helping everybody else level up as well. I think some of us don't. So yeah, use use it to pay bills. And if you have the right type of credit cards, guys, just for doing that, you're going to be making money on the back end because you're going to get reward points or cash back rewards. That's the easiest way. Then, like I said, take the money, pay it off. And I'm glad you said that because I want to debunk a myth out here. All right. So, how many of y'all have heard that if you pay, what is it, 15 days before your bill is due, and then you pay, like, you pay half of it 15 days before, then you pay the other half 3 days before the due date or whatever, and it's going to trick the credit reporting agencies into thinking that you made multiple payments and they're going to give you a boost in your credit score. How many people have heard like some little theory like that? Put a 1 in the chat if that's something you've heard. 11111. If that's something you've heard, let me know. Put a 1. Hey everybody that's tuning in. IG, y'all going ham over there. Again, hey Desiree. Thank you. Yes, 11111. All right, well, it's a lie. Okay. For one, you cannot trick the credit reporting agencies into giving you an increase just because you paid multiple times. Okay. It don't work like that. They report one time a month, and that's your statement ending date. The only card that reports multiple times is a Discover card. It can report every 7 days. But if it ain't Discover, guys, one time a month. So doing that little split and you ain't did nothing. Okay. Period. Point blank. So I hope that helped. Homeowner coming soon. You definitely right about that, Nicole. I'm gonna make sure. I am on here for those of you that just tuned in. Type in your questions. I'm gonna be answering as many questions as I can, if for the next 30 minutes, so that y'all can get out here and get to winning. Let's see. I'm going through your team right now. How can I sit down with someone from your team to help me to understand what I'm seeing when I receive something back from the 3 creditors? Every month, if not every other month, you will be getting a call, a notification, to say, hey, it's time to schedule a one-on-one. And that's when a member of my team will actually call you, and they'll message you before time to say, hey, are you ready to get this started? Blah, blah, blah. Reach out to you, and they're going to tell you what changes have occurred, and they're going to answer any questions that you have. So if you've been in and it's been like a month or a month and a half, please make sure reach out to my team through your portal or through our text line so that we can get you set up so that you can have a coaching. All right. And I'm going back and forth, trying to make sure I don't miss y'all questions. So hold on. Do we leave balances on cards or paying off to zero? That honestly depends on your mission. I'm going to say that. If you are one of those, if you have a card and you know that you're going to incur interest for leaving a balance after the due date, then you want to pay it off in full. If it's okay every once in a while to leave like $5-10 on there, just depending on your credit limit, leave some money on there just so it can report and then you pay it off. But for the most part, whatever you use, pay it off, guys. Don't add any debt that you don't need to add on there, if that makes sense. Because it's going to come a time, I'm not wishing this on you, that you may be in a financial bind and you can't pay it off. But if you always leave in balances and stuff like that, it's harder to pay that back off. So yeah, pay your bills with it and then take the money you already had set aside to pay that card off. If you have a $7,000 recent furniture purchase, how much should you be paid off to boost? How much should be paid off to boost credit score? Um, is this on a credit card or is this an installment loan? So that determines a lot of stuff. If it's a credit card, if that is putting you over 30%, then you want to make sure you pay it down to get it up underneath 30%, and then pay your monthly and a little bit more to hurry up and pay that off. If it's an installment, you still want to make sure that you're making your monthly payments on there. But the installment doesn't, which is any type of loan that you have, doesn't really affect you as much as the credit card. Okay, I hope that helps. So if it's a credit card, you want to get it down, especially if it's making it where your overall credit limit is over 30%. Because anytime it's over 30%, it's actually tanking your score, not helping you. Okay. Hey, Francine. All right. Thank you. Y'all are asking some good questions. Keep them coming. By the statement date, should you have a balance under 30% or should it be zero? Uh, I believe I already answered that one, honestly. I said it's okay to have a balance sometimes, as long as it's not over your 30%. But for the most part, you want to pay your card off. But those bills should be under 30. No, I doubt we have bills that's under 30% if you are just starting in credit. Use your card, guys. That's what they there for. So if you have $1,000 limit, right? And your bill that you are about to pay is $900. Swipe that card, pay that $900 bill, and then take the money you already had set aside for that bill that's in your checking account, or that you have cash in hand, and go pay that card off. If you're not leaving balances on there, it doesn't matter how much of the card that you're using, as long as you paying that bad boy off. And also, by doing that, that is where you'll get automated credit limit increases. Let's be real. If you using $20 of $1,000 credit limit, do you think that they're gonna give you more than that? You're not even using what's on the card. Why do they need to give you a credit limit increase? But if you're using it responsibly, let's say 900, then another bill was 500 and another was 600, right? But it's still this $1,000 limit, right, on this card. So you used the 900, then you paid it off. Then you went and paid for the $800 bill, then you paid it off again. They see that, oh, they don't have enough. Let's give them some more. So now that $1,000 limit can boost up to 13,000 that they giving you. And do the same thing. Pay your bills with it and then pay it off. You should already have money set aside for your bills anyway. Rent a mortgage, you already got that. You already know it's coming every month. When it comes to utilities, you already know that's coming every month. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Your internet, your phone, stuff that you already have money set aside for to pay it off. Mm. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Y'all been asking some good questions. If you are just tuning in, please go ahead. Make sure you tag somebody that might have a question that they need to ask, or they just need to come get this sauce. Make sure you tag somebody, share it. Don't keep this to yourself. Let other people know that your girl is in here for a limited amount of time answering questions so that y'all can get out here and get to winning. Thank you. All right. Y'all don't have any other questions. Come on now. Any other time. I know a lot of people be in my inbox, and guys, in my personal inbox, I don't answer. Sorry. And then I know sometimes if y'all have a lot of questions, even for my team, they'll say schedule a laser session. And a laser session is $197. So y'all really have me right now. Ask your questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. None of that. Do you know anything about rental companies and how they view FICO scores? Rental companies, depending on what company, you should be able to ask them and they'll tell you which credit reporting agency that they pulling from. Some of them actually don't use any of the big three that we think. They actually use, sorry about the burp. They actually use a smaller credit reporting agency. So that could be the tenant rental. Experian has a rental. TransUnion has an actual rental FICO score. Guys, we have over 60 FICO scores, okay? So therefore, what you might be feeling, oh, this is my FICO score, that might not be what they're using. So therefore, the thing is, if you cleanse your file altogether, if you ever had like an eviction or and you're trying to get into another rental company, you need to reach out to whomever. I'm not saying it has to be credit cleanse. Let them know. Like if you come to us and you say, hey, I've had an eviction before, we know off top to go pull from the other credit reporting agencies, the smaller ones, so that we can start disputing on those to clear that file altogether. I cannot say the same for other companies out there, but if you're dealing with a professional, they should know this off top. So yeah, you have different FICOs for everything. FICO 8 is usually used for your credit cards. FICO 4, 5, and 2 for mortgage. When it comes to the home buying, you have your bank FICO scores, auto FICO scores. It's a lot of them out there. You're welcome. I'm trying to see. If you're in Credit Cleanse Elite, I believe it's a file. If you're in Credit Cleanse Elite, the Facebook group, there's a file in there that I believe has the other reporting agencies, if I'm not mistaken. All right. No other questions? If nothing else, I'm going to let y'all go. I just want to come on here, make sure y'all got all those questions answered. Do you have any recommendations on mortgage lenders to use? Oh, of course I do. Honestly, it really depends on what type of mortgage loan that you are going after. So for VA, I definitely have mortgage lenders. But for you, Nicole, you are a Credit Cleanse member. Reach out to me and you tell me like what type of loan that you're looking for, and I will give what area you're looking into, make sure that they're licensed, and yeah. So the FHA loan, if it's the FHA, yeah, just reach out to me, and I'll give you a list, and I'll tell you the reasons why I like. And then the reason I'm gonna say a list, because I may love them, you may not, or you may like, maybe I'll go with somebody else. So I'll give you a list so that you'll have, and you can reach out to them and just ask questions. Get a feel for a person. Make sure that they're not just after your dollar, but they actually want to help. I tell people that all the time. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see. If you have good credit and want to add someone with not so good credit, will that affect your score? No, it won't. So the question was, if you have good credit and want to add someone with not so good credit, will that affect your score? No, it won't. But I also want to say this, but you basically just putting a band-aid, but it's not healed, if that makes sense. Okay. So just because you add them on as an authorized user, or add them on, as an authorized user to your account, don't mean that their credit is going to be good now. They still need to take care of whatever is impacting their credit negatively. So if they have lates on there, if they have collections, they have charge-offs, they still need to be doing something to take care of that. A lot of people are got the misconception that you can add a trade line and it's going to just magically help you. With the FICO score model, payment history is 35% of your overall credit score. That's 192.5 points, right? So just because you added somebody and they have great history, but you still have these lates over here, it's not going to do anything for you. Saying 30% of that is credit, is your credit card balances, your utilization. How much of your credit limit are you using? If you add them onto that card, and let's say that you use 5,000 out of a $20,000 card, right? You use 5,000 of it. It may not do anything for yours because you still up underneath the 30%. But if that 5,000, if that's the only thing that they got on there, that might do a little bit more damage for them versus for you. So you got to take that into consideration. Are you using this card often? How much are you using it? Because anything you do is going to impact them as well when it comes to that card. But definitely, you want to make sure overall that they're cleansing their credit, whether it be on their own or they're coming through Credit Cleanse or going through whoever. They still need to make sure that they cleanse that credit. That was a good question, baby T. Any other questions? Woo, woo, woo. All right. So for those of you that are going through credit cleanse, or not, I'm just gonna say credit restoration. It doesn't have to necessarily be through credit cleanse. Y'all need to make sure that y'all are building at the same time. So you want to make sure that you have your cards, but you are paying your cards on time. You're not getting any new late payments, okay? Because that is going to basically throw out any of the good stuff that they done, any of the deletions that they have gotten on your credit report by adding another late. You just basically said, oh, well, because payment history, remember I said, is 192.5 points, 35% of your overall credit score. Yeah. So make sure you're paying your bills, continue paying them on time. Make sure you're keeping your credit card balances under 30% while you are getting it cleansed. Those things right there is going to help you. That's where you see that big boost in your credit score, because while they're cleansing, you're building, and it's going to come together. Oh, that was a lot. Hey, everybody that just tuned in. Your girl's just answering questions, making sure y'all understand how credit works, whether it's on the business or personal side. Lately, I think the last question's been on the personal, but if y'all have business questions as well, ask away. Hey, Miss Paula, them eyes on fire. Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions before I get off of here? Let's see. Yes, ma'am. Ask away. If you on IG, if you want to ask your question and you want to actually get on with me, y'all can do that as well. Just request. Why can't we use a Google number when establishing a biz? All right. That's a great question. All right, so why can't we use a Google number when establishing a biz? I mean, you can use a Google number, but if you out here trying to get business funding or business credit, then you don't want to use a Google number. All right, they want to see that you are actually established business. All right, they want to see that you are investing into your own company. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, a Google voice, a Google number, that's for the free 99. They can't Google that and see it on 411 a registry or anything like that. They looking for that type of, so basically, let me say this. Would you loan to a person that ain't even trying to take the time to make sure that their business or anything like that is legitimate out here with all the scams that's going on? Normally, if somebody out here ain't doing really good business, that's where they have them Google numbers, right? Because it's easy access to. Somebody that plans to have this business for the long run, not all the time, but normally, they're going to take the time to invest into their company. They're going to take the time to get an actual business line. And that way, when the lenders or the creditors put that information in, it actually pulls up and says, oh, this is a business line. All right. A lot of people get denied just because they don't have an actual business phone number. And I'm talking about not a personal cell phone number that you're using for business, but an actual business phone number. And if you are in the beginning stages and your money is tight, they have Vonage Business. They have Call 8, and that's call with a K. Call 8. They have lines that you can add to your cell phone, and it's just an additional like 10, 15, or $20 that you pay a month. That was a really good question. But yeah, they want to just make sure that you really out here doing the dang thing. Typically, can you get everything off? What do you mean by that? Anything that's on your credit report can be deleted if there's some type of error reporting. So that's good or bad. All right. But no one can guarantee, because if it's reporting 100% accurate, then how they getting it deleted off of there, unless they doing some type of fraud tactic, which can come back and bite you in the butt. But yeah, if it's reporting 100% accurate, then no. But I'm going to say this, 9 times out of 10, anything that's on your credit report, there's some type of error on there. So with that being said, yes, there's grounds for it to get deleted off of your credit report. But no one can guarantee that that's what's going to happen. Would a phone number that is my virtual office be the same? I'm not understanding. So if you have like a phone number, like let's say with Opus, Opus is a virtual office and they give you a phone number. Yes, that's a business line. That's an actual business number, because even though that you're getting it from that virtual office, if they Google your information, that's going to pull up a commercial property. So yeah, that's the same. So yes, ma'am, Nicole. Yes. Uh, any other questions? That was a good question. All right, can I leave y'all with some gems? If you have a business, you want to make sure that you are banking with not only one bank, okay? You want to have one bank that's a national bank, one bank that's a regional bank, one that is like a credit union, of course, at least one credit union, and also like a local bank. National is as you grow, and also they have usually the best products and services. So when your credit is up there or your business credit profile is, they'll be out, they'll be more privy to help you then. Regional, they know what's going on in your area. They can reach out to you and let you know as far as, oh, here's some grants. Oh, we're going to start a program that's catered to your business industry. Go ahead and lock in. They can do that. A credit union, of course, is one of those that's going to give you the higher limits because they see you as a member, not a number. Your local bank, same thing as the regional. They have things they want to cater to small businesses. So therefore, anything or any way they can help you, they're going to do that and they'll reach out to you. And relationships are everything, guys. Make sure you going into the location at least once to form a relationship. And then also, what I said, credit union, your local bank, regional, and a national bank. You want to have relationships with all of those, not just with one bank. Good afternoon, B Cowboys for Life 5X. All right, guys. So let's see. I'm not seeing any more, but I hope y'all took that gym and go out there, be great. And I'm going to let y'all go. So, yeah. Talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please, if you found this helpful or anything, show some love, show some hearts, something, something, something. Share with somebody, tag somebody. But other than that, I will let y'all go. Talk to y'all later.